you know, is taking us into a direction of making these more like tools, not toys for people. And I think I'm really excited by that.
Speaking of memes, how much do you think 4.0 knows about like common internet memes in general? Like if we had picked.
I think it knows a lot, and in fact, when we first put this out to people inside OpenAI, most of what we got was memes from people. Maybe Gabe can tell you more about that.
Yeah, I mean, memes were like one of the #1 use cases for this model in our internal version, and yeah, I was just thinking about memes and why this use case kind of struck a chord with the company, and what I realized is that as in the last 9 months as I've been working on this model. I've been doing this kind of like meditative exercise where I sort of like look at all the images around me, and I realize I'm just surrounded by, hundreds of images, maybe a day, and all these images, not necessarily the most aesthetic or beautiful images, but they were all created with intent. They were all, like memes, they were all created to, to persuade, to inform, to educate. These are the workhorse images that comprise our everyday life, and what I'm very excited is that I'll be able to be giving this power to create workhorse images to everyone in the world in ChatGPT.
Speaking of this power, we are giving a much higher degree of creative expression and creative freedom than we normally do. And so what we'd like is for the model to not be offensive if you don't want it to be, but if you want it to be within reason, really let people create what they need and what they want. And we may not get the line there perfectly on day one, but we think given what Gabe just said, we want to lean pretty far into creative freedom and let people get maximum utility out of this model.